Dixie, welcome back to NJE NAI Codes. Just AI, no code. Let's cut it up.
So, I'm about to start a new series with you guys where probably once a week after hours, meaning by after hours after I get back from work, where I'm going to try and leverage off of your chat GPTs, any form of AI platform that's free, and see if we can actually build and render an image from it. Now, I am a software developer by profession, Flutter mobile developer, and I am not going to use my normal route of coding. And all I am going to do is I am going to try and only prompt what are the things that I want to get out of it. And on top of that, what I'll do is that scroll through, look for a random image, and let's see if we can use ChatGPT to prompt it to get to the right outcome that we want. But I'm also gonna time block it, and we're gonna try and do this for the first video as a concept and as an attempt, because I'm going to make myself a wrap. So I need to air fry 2 chicken patties, and that's probably taking about 20 minutes. So let's see if we can get something done in 20 minutes, wrapped up, done, like just one view. We'll start off with one view. We'll see how this channel goes, where it goes. But if you enjoy such content or you'd like to see more of this content, please make sure you like, please make sure you do subscribe. I mean, guys, we're just starting. I'm pretty sure right now we're on 0 followers. We're on 0 subscribers, sorry. So please be that first one. And let's see if we can get to 100 before we show the next video, or maybe 50 subscribers. Then I'll show you guys the next video. So let's see what we can get from this. Let me go throw everything into the air fryer and we'll take it from there. So, hey, let's go air fry. Let's get myself a little paper. The time hasn't started. I haven't set up my desktop yet, but let's see if I can even do it in a shorter period of time. And as I said, I'm making myself a chicken wrap. Let's go. We're gonna use 2 burger patties, because you know what, we're gonna do a fold over. But this is pretty big for 2 burger patties. Let me hit that in. Let me put this down. And just gonna rush into it, right? So let's go. 15 minutes for the first half, and then will you flip it for me? I'll ask my wife to flip it and add another 5 minutes before the 5 minutes, or I'll just come out after 15 minutes. I'm killing my own time. Let's go. Let's see if we can actually do something. 20 minutes. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I forgot to say the time is currently 19:16, so 19:17 is where I'm gonna kick off and start, even though the air fryer started. So I'm gonna try push for 15 minutes. Let's go. Let's see if we can do this. But first I need to find a view. Let's find this view and then go. So just put in the next 5 minutes. Did you flip them? So put in the next 5 minutes. And due to technical difficulties of space, I haven't even started, because I'm trying to get that set up and fixed up for you guys. But I'll be more prepared on the next ones. This is the first one. We got some technical difficulties, but we'll get them resolved. Technical difficulties. The time is actually 19:36, and we're about to get started. So let's look for something to use. UI UX application. Simple design. Let's go for here. We're gonna look for something that we can use, and then we'll leverage off of it on something very basic, very simple. This kind of looks like it. An SOS application. So let's go. We're gonna go for this. Okay, let's go. Let's go. ChatGPT. I'm not gonna log in. Please help me create a Flutter application using term. It's just that I know that word. I'll probably use a different word on the next videos, but this should not be the actual word that I use. vector. Now that has, what does that image have? Okay, that has 3 blocks and a bottom navigation bar that has map, feed, chat, and probably a profile. And it is application that can help me make an SOS. Let's see what we have over here. So basic simple iteration. Now I'm going to open up terminal and let's see what we can get done with terminal to get this application where we believe it should be. Sorry for your screen time. I am just adjusting the other video. This is the first video and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's open up terminal. Now what it wants us to do is create something. Let me just see which repos I'm in. CD offline, okay, and then okay, how do I do a directory? I haven't done this. Okay, I said I'm going to use ChatGPT, so it's fine. Let's just use this. So we'll sit there. This is our first video. So it's saying I must go to CD directory. That directory does not exist. So what I'll have to do is, this is just cheat code for those that don't know, but you shouldn't be using what I'm using now. So I'm going to create the file and then I'm going to go into the file, as you can see, and I need to actually, I need to follow these lines. I did a big blunder. It's fine, we'll do the project inside it. So first step is creating the terminal, and then from there I need to go into it. Okay, and then follow suit to the next piece. Here's the full code, just cut and paste. What I'm going to use is probably Android Studio, and I am going to have to use open. So we said offline, we said SOS, so it's going to be this file. Let's trust it, and now we have that open, so I'm just gonna have to be shifting backwards and forwards through both of these, and also not going over that part as a time lapse is happening on that. Build this application so it shows up on our emulator, but I will carry on with everything else. So it is saying I must go to library.main and update that value there. Come into here. It's got the Android app. This makes no sense. This is not how I would do it. This is an Android file. So maybe let me do this and I'll go to project level. There we go. Now go into here, go into main. On this main, I'm just gonna copy paste the whole thing. And that was the first section, right? So I must copy the lib file. After I've copied the lib file, it says I must run it. Is it just that easy to get this to work? I'm gonna stop and I'm just gonna rerun it again. And just have to wait. Let's let it run. Go, 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 go. It can't be that easy. I disagree. It cannot be that easy. Like, it literally cannot be that easy. But for the first video, maybe we'll leave it there. But I wanted to look something similar to this, because all that it did there was just create a file. So there we go. We have our file opening. And what we have, oh my gosh, very simple, very basic. We have an SOS emergency application. It has, I've triggered an alarm, I've triggered an SOS, we have a map screen, and we can actually pivot right through. Oh my gosh, this was very simple, very basic, and I just used ChatGPT. It doesn't look like the first one that we have here, but wow, I'm impressed for a first time video. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of these videos, that was a very basic entry level, like literally copy paste done, and that was probably what, 5 minutes without my technical know-how. And let's see what we can do with the future builds. I think this will be the first video of this, and then we'll build it to look like this one on the next 20 minutes by prompting and changing some of the codes here and there based off of what ChatGPT gives us. I probably should have been logged in. Okay, I thought I was gonna end that video there, but you know what? I'm not necessarily satisfied with what I produced for you guys. So what I'm gonna do is that we are going to expand this project and do a bit more, because we in theory are not where we want to be. So maybe also comment down and let me know, do you guys prefer me ending where I am right now with the video, just showing you how to build the first render, which anyone can do, or would you guys like us, or would you like me to make it more complicated than where it is? And I think I want to make it more complicated than where it is. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create the settings screen, which is basically what this is for. Try and do the blue brown backgrounds and gradients, because this is just the basic application that we got from it. So let's expand and ask ChatGPT a couple more questions. So for the, what's this thing? For the profile, is it profile or portfolio? It's profile, sorry. For the profile screen, let's add 2 buttons in a row where one has an image and text. Image and text underneath it of, yeah, my spelling skills are not the best, guys. I am sorry. You'll be fine with me. Like, I can type it, but yeah, spelling, yeah, I'm just kidding, but we'll see what we do. Anyway, let me shut up. In a card, and the other with, what is that secondary text? Archives. Okay, let's see what we get from this. So we're getting the profile screen printed out for us. It says I need to make a directory, and I need to go download SVGs and then also add these things to it. So let's do that. Can we add one more large button that has 2 buttons in a call? How do you spell column, guys? Come on, you corrected me. I just spelled the exact same thing again. Screw it. In a column with the top button being white with gray text and the bottom button being red with white text. The bottom text is SOS in bold and large, and the top text is 911 with a subtext. Let's make this a bit difficult. Subtext of emergency number. Let's see if we can get that one sorted. Let's see what we can get from this. Generating. Top text 911, bottom text SOS in bold and large. And I believe we have the code being built for us. Now, I'm gonna do one little rookie update because I know how to dev these things, but I prefer having these views in their own files. I don't like them sitting all in one place. So what I mean by that is profile screen. There we go. So these are the files. They just put all of the files in one file. I prefer to break it up into its own files. So let's go profile screen folder, and then add another one, not a folder, sorry, but a file, new dot file, profile underscore home. So I'm basically just going to show you guys some best practices of what I do when I dev, but let ChatGPT help me build the whole project. It's just that it's not going to help me build some of these things. So export profile home. Right, sorted. And I'll explain why I do that now. So first things first, and that wants us to take this whole thing, copy it down, and I believe I need to now hover and import all these libraries. There we have that sorted. The buttons themselves now, where are my bottom? Let's just see what we have from here. So now what I need to do is I need to import the screen to the main application, which was taking this file. We'll have an error up there, and I am going to import the new file. And now what I did over there is, if you can see the reading here, it says profile screen and profile screen dot. So any file that exists inside the profile screen will be exported into this file. So you have fewer imports anywhere within your view. So let's do that import, and let's save, and let's see what we have over here. The app, oh yes, sorry, my bad, it did rebuild. Guys, look what we have here. We are reaching this extent over here. 911 emergency SOS. Oh, that is so nice. Now, how do I phrase this to do the updates? Because there we have our info, which should be my device, and we have our archive, right? So let's update the info text to archive, as that is wrong. update info text to, no, it's not archive, it is my device. My device. And it's probably, okay, perfect. It's literally just telling me what I need to take. So it's saying find this row that has information and switch it around. And one thing I'm probably going to do, and the nice thing is now I can move to this, is that because I have a view, it's in a column and it's switched the two around. Do you guys want me to only strictly ask ChatGPT how to move things around? Or can I move them around myself just so I can get the line or the lining up correct? Please comment down on that. But for now, I'm just going to follow the principles that I already have. Okay, perfect. Now, what else is missing from our view? What we need to do now is we need to add the top block into its own card and make the row background the same color as the bottom. Let me see, what is it here? It should be bottom navigation. Okay, perfect. Let's do that. Okay, can we please update? I don't know why I'm asking it. Please update the bottom navigation color to blue and the row. Okay, I think we need to do this step by step to blue because it's two different sections as I was showing you guys on this code. So I think if we put all the code together, it might get lost in figuring out what we want, and it needs to also keep context of what we're speaking about and what we are saying in order for it to be relevant with what it has. So it's informing me I need to go selected item, but I don't want to do selected item. I want to do the whole background. No, but let's see what ChatGPT has for us. So it's saying I need to take all of that information and change the selected background, right? So come here and update the selected backgrounds, and let's see what we have. What we have is that it's still gray, but the selected item is in blue, and that's not what we want. So no, can we make the selected, and this is the important part of how you ask that question, can we make the selected icon white? Is it white? No, it's black. Selected icon, yes, it's white with a black background, with a black round background, and make the, what is that thing again? Make the navigation bar background blue. Go navigation bar background blue. Let's see what we get from that. Okay, selected icon, background, yes, that is what we're looking for. So it's saying I must replace the whole section of the navigation. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy the whole thing, and we will have to swap out this whole section here. Do we have any bugs or errors? Yes, we wrote that twice. Now it's saying build icon needs to have a specific color, so it wants us to make a specific widget. So these are basically referred to widgets, right? Widgets allow you to do one code base and allows you to use that same code base wherever you want it to be used. So it's allowing us to create reusable code. For now, everything is in the same place, but I think I'm going to move it out at some point Okay, perfect. Let's save. Oh, that is exactly where we are getting. Now, what I want to do is I want to take the functionality that this has and you want to add it into the profile, right? And strip this away. So please remove the bottom right SOS button. Let's remove that. I know what it is, but I don't want to update the stuff, right? So it's saying I need to find this code, and then it says SOS image. So I think what it's doing is that it's removing this top button here, which ideally is right. We don't need that in our current view. Should we replace it with something? No, there's nothing there at all. So we're gonna find that, which is here, and I'm just gonna comment it out for now. We'll see how we get as we go. No, this is wrong. Wait, what am I saying? Okay, but this is a code that we want to remove, but you want to try and, so let's just say remove the, I mean, I can do it myself. Like some things are straightforward. I don't understand why I need to use ChatGPT. So I think on some of these things, like so, I am not going to use ChatGPT. I'm literally just going to leave it the way it is. But I want to use this function, which is on the on trigger, to be used on the SOS big button when the user selected. So we're going to remove that. We're going to go to our profile screen. We are going to find our big SOS. And it is a button on SOS triggered. I don't even have to do anything. It's already there. How nice is that? So we have that bottom piece gone, right? Now, what we want to do is let's make these sections, the spacing differently. Let's weigh it to like maybe 60-40 or 80-40%. So what I'm going to do is ChatGPT can also just take in the full context of the file since we are where we are now. And I am going to say, can we please make the top section, let's go 70% of the view and the bottom section 30, which is the bottom two buttons. And then I'm gonna give it the code. Let's see if it's able to rewrite this code for me. Great, you're looking for the 70%. Oh, how lovely is this? Okay. Just want to do this. This is like the first section, and then we wrap it up from here for the first video. So, look at that. Look at that. Now we have that right, and the SOS button is very huge, which I think makes more sense for such a view. I mean, if I'm coming to a screen and I want to do an emergency, I want to make sure I can click the SOS, but I want to add functionality. When I click the SOS, please start a countdown where I can cancel if I release in 5 seconds, else tell me that the SOS was successful. I think I'm going a bit over time, so let's wrap this up. I'll wrap this up soon, guys. Profile screen, so it's rewriting that exact same code. All I have to do is literally copy paste the whole code. So that's done. Let's put this in here. No issues. We save. So if I am pressing it, oh, there we go. Look at that timer. SOS alert done. If I just click it, and the reason why I did that is just to make sure that a user doesn't do a mistake by clicking on that SOS button by mistake, only to find out that an SOS has gone out to someone when it was a mistake. So that's to prevent that. Now the last part, the last part, is probably this bottom piece here. This bottom piece I think is going to be the biggest issue, and also the icon is also not showing. The my device, the icon is not displaying. Please add one. Gonna end up recoding the whole thing again. It's thinking. I have an internet error. It's either that or I've asked multiple questions. Let's retry the request. Something went wrong. Please reload the conversation. I am not willing to reload the conversation, Baba. I guess that is going to be the end of our video today. And then tomorrow, or when we come back again, we'll see how far we can get. But that is pretty much all off of ChatGPT without me doing any hard coding and implementing stuff. Just going off of an image that I have and getting to where we are currently. I think I'm gonna elaborate on some of the stuff on the next video. I wanted to be more in tune with this, but this is just to give you guys the concept of what's going on and what I am planning to do with this channel. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, please make sure you like, please make sure you do subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next coming videos. And I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy, and I know you're going to come back. So I think I'm probably going to do the first roadshow with this app, and then after this app, which I mean by adding a map, just using ChatGPT. It's probably going to need me to do some things on console, but we'll see when we get there. The feed is already in place, and also implementing a chat where you can probably speak to a health practitioner or something of that sort. We're also going to do that from ChatGPT. So we have another 2 to 3 videos left over for this specific application, and I'll probably throw it up on Git or actually publish it on my dev stores, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll see how we get with that. But this is the first version of what I am intending to do with this channel, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'm still trying to figure out a name for it. It's probably going to be NJE AI builds. NJE AI code, which NJ in Zulu means just AI codes. I don't know. I'm still figuring out. This is just something I just came up with, and I thought it'd be something very interesting. But yeah, that's where we got. And also, by the way, let's just reference this guy. This is an image from Nixito. And this is the reason why he did it. And we're doing it for our own reasons, but I just thought I would add them into this. Probably get in touch when I'm done with the app and see what they think about this video series. Cheers, guys. I'm speaking too much, and I'm Caesar signing out.